Hi there, Emma at Gorgeous Alpacas with our stitch of the day. Today, this is Kitchener stitch, which is I was going to say common, but it is the most common way to graft 2 rows of live stitches together. And that would be often seen in the tops of gloves or mittens, and most commonly, I suspect, would be with socks. There are 2 methods. One is with the 3 needle bind off and, the 3 needle bind off or 3 needle Kitchener stitch, and that is almost the same rhythm as doing it with a tapestry needle. We won't talk about it now because although it's almost the same, it is also almost opposite. So I'm going to include a link for it, but don't think that you can do this exact same trick if you're using the 3 needle method. Let's just focus now on using the tapestry needle, and the first thing we do is thread the needle. We need to make sure that we've got the same numbers of stitches on the front as the back, so half and half, and have the thread generally on the back stitch. So I am going to kick it off with a setup stitch. So we do it that it's exactly the same the whole way along, except for the first 2 stitches, which is also not that different. But so first on the front row, we're going to purl. We're going to go through as if to purl, but leave that stitch on the needle. We're not ready to take it off yet. On the back row, we're going to go through as if to knit. Leave the stitch on. Then we're going to go back to the front, and this is where our method starts. We are going to knit, go in as if to knit and take it off. Go in as if to purl and leave it on. And then we'll go to the back stitch, and we're going to purl off and then go in as if to knit. Go to the front, and again we're going to go in as if to knit, off, purl, leave it on. Give it a tug between as I finish each forward section and then each back section. You don't want it to be super tight to destroy the shape of the stitches, but you do need to make sure it's tucked in. And on the back we are purl off, knit on, and on the front, knit off, purl on, back row, purl off, knit on, front row, knit off. Obviously I'm not knitting the stitches, I'm just going in as if to knit, taking off, in as if to purl. Same on the back row, I'm going in as if to purl, off, in as if to knit, knit as if to knit, off as if to purl, on as if to purl, on. It's so clever. You think, when I do this, I think, how did someone ever invent it? Because they're basically creating the shape of a knit stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got exactly this. After you've completed the front back movement, you should have the same number of stitches. Knitwise off, purlwise on. Let's just get that there, purlwise off, knit. Did I just drop that stitch? I think I just dropped that stitch off. Which is why I generally recommend that you push push them back on. I was being a bit lazy there because I didn't want this video to be too long, but let's do it properly. Pull the needle back through. Front row is as if to knit, purl. Back row as if to purl off, knit through. And as if to knit off, purl you leave on, purl off, knit on. Getting towards the end, so we're going to knit as if to knit off, and as if to purl or leave on, purl, oops, and I repeat again. Make sure you move back into the middle, purl and off, knit on. Then we're just going to come back and do the first half of that, which was knit off and purl off, run all the way through. Now that is a perfect grafting. You cannot see the mark. If we look at the equivalent, which for the separate video where we use the 3 needle Kitchener stitch, there's not much difference. I think it's arguable that you get a better tension if you're using the Kitchener stitch with the 3 needles, because you're using the needles to create the tension, whereas you have to use your experience to create the tension with the tapestry needle. However, the tapestry needle is less fussy and fiddly, and you can get through it much quicker, so who knows which is best. We've got links to both in both the videos, so give them both a go. 2 toes, 2 opportunities. Enjoy. Bye now.